strengthening the historic ties between the United States and Israel through people-to-people contacts in exchange programs for Americans and Israelis of all ages, faiths, ethnic backgrounds, and political affiliations. This is the mission of the America-Israel Friendship League. For more than 30 years, the America-Israel Friendship League has been a proactive grassroots organization, promoting close ties between the people of Israel and the people of the United States.
The purpose of it is to expand and improve and extend the ties between the United States and Israel.
It's a meeting of democracies and the pioneering spirit, cooperation and understanding and sense of brotherhood. And that goes deep and long and very meaningful.
The America-Israel Friendship League is the only organization that looks to build a strong relationship between the peoples of the United States and Israel by way of exchanges.
That kind of exchange strengthens the relationships that we think are so important to each country.
The America-Israel Friendship League reaches out to a broad group of Americans who travel to Israel as part of its leadership mission programs. They are county commissioners from leading communities across the United States, leaders from the business and financial sectors, members of the Council of World Affairs, distinguished state senators, and Supreme Court justices.
You cannot do this with 100, 1,000, 1,000,000 newspaper articles. You can never do this. Now each one of us is an ambassador, going back. No one could ever say something that we couldn't say, oh no, I've been there, I know, and this is Israel, and this is why it's important.
We don't learn about Israel and the United States. We're not informed about how great and how beautiful the education system is, how wonderful young people are integrating into all parts of society, and how Israel is dealing with immigration in ways that we haven't figured out. So I can take back lessons as I move through the world as a young person in government.
Intergroup youth dialogues and coexistence were discussed when a delegation of progressive community leaders met with their Israeli counterparts. A visit to a Druze village gave African-American Catholic clergy leaders the opportunity to explore Israel's cultural and religious diversity.
Our ability to come here and dialogue makes it possible for us as leaders to better explain to our people what the reality is.
These projects are certainly contributing to more understanding and increases and encourages many segments of population in Israel to commit themselves to the essence of living together and strengthening the bonds between two democracies.
Promoting mutual understanding among diverse ethnic populations, members of the Young Professional Leadership Program explored community outreach programs.
I must admit that as a Moroccan, as an Arab, Israel for me was more under a political context. So it's very important to come here and discover the culture of Israel, the diversity of Israel, how amazing its people are. I mean, like the school we visited this morning had about 48 nationalities, which was impressive. To see this level of diversity is just spectacular, really.
It puts a fully human face on what Israel is about. Can't stay all day, we're going to the zoo.
American superintendents and state educators learned about Israel's education system and how it supports minority groups. A business technology leaders delegation, led by the American-Israel Friendship League President Harley Lipman, explored advanced technologies and visited research universities. State attorney generals who have been visiting Israel since 1988 bring back important messages to their constituencies.
We hear so many stories about the conflicts in the Middle East. It is important for us as policymakers to be able to ask questions and to get answers.
They come to Israel for the most part not knowing that much about Israel or the politics of the Middle East, but come back very knowledgeable and strong supporters of Israel.
I went over not knowing anything about Israel. Not a clue, never been there before. 8 days later, you have in me a lifelong friend of Israel.
Hello, I'm General Colin Powell. Sports help young people develop character, discipline, teamwork, and respect for each other.
It's one of the perfect ways of strengthening the connections and people to people. And it's the only way you can really learn about the cultures that people are from, both ways.
The Young Israeli Journalists program profoundly impacted some of Israel's foremost journalists, such as Ilana Dayan, Allon Ben David, and Guy Penis.
Look at us 15 years after that time. Everything has changed. I mean, this has all started at that point.
For almost 40 years, we have a youth ambassador exchange program.
Thousands of high school students from the United States and Israel, Jewish and non-Jewish, have lived with families in each other's countries.
It's just so amazing how they can just bring so many students together from thousands of miles away and put them together in workshops and just help them to become better persons and just build bonds and hopefully really lifelong bonds and friendships.
This year, the America-Israel Friendship League invited a group of students from Sderot.
There's a place in Israel, a small place by the Gaza Strip, where the violence is unthinkable and the fear is constant. This week, some young people from that area are in New York.
The youngsters are from Sderot, Israel, half a mile from the Gaza Strip, a town regularly ravaged by rocket attacks from Palestinian terrorists.
This is Hannah.
Visiting with students at Lehman High School in the Bronx.
You give me tremendous strength.
Talking to city council members in Manhattan, telling their story.
We have 15 seconds to run to a shelter from the minute we hear the alarm.
Their trip is sponsored by the America-Israel Friendship League. The hope is that with such personalized visits, New Yorkers and all Americans can have a greater understanding of a hard life that thankfully many of us will never see.
The America-Israel Friendship League has been extending its outreach to Russia.
Our whole experience is really great. This program gives us a wonderful opportunity. It gives us an opportunity to communicate with other teens. And before coming to this program, I thought that they are different from us. But after this, I understand that we all are the same. We all have the same problems, the same idea, the same wishes, and we're all the same. And it does not matter that we live on different continents and different parts of the world. This program really unites us.
It's all a part of an ongoing process of understanding, of explanation, of education, and that is the role of the America-Israel Friendship League.